All right, what up there, people? Let me face the mic at me. It is your boy Molly. I almost said my morning show. What up there, y'all? It's your boy Molly. And we're back with another one. We are back with this project right here. I'm not even gonna hide it because, I mean, if you didn't see that video, go check it out. The build to this bike has been done, and now it's about time I show the bike. I finally released a 9-month-long review of the, the Nanrobot D6 Plus scooter. And I finally did the review and the long drive of my mom's Mototech 2000W fat tire 60-volt 18 amp hour e-bike. This project's finally released, and now let's talk about it. So I'm gonna say it again. This is my, or not actually, not say it again. This is actually the second take of this video because the last one I've obviously didn't upload. My camera that's on my stomach is sitting too low, and I don't really have a full face helmet that allows me to really mount the GoPro to my face and you can see good. So I have to mount this to my stomach, and you couldn't really see the street as I'm driving. So I tried to adjust this some more. I try to tighten the strap thing around my stomach some more so it doesn't shake as much. If I can't get the greatest view, I do apologize. I have this in super wide view, so do the best I can. But I'm gonna try to do this in order because a lot of times when I'm talking, I'll be scrambling, talking about a bunch of different shit back and forth and probably getting some of y'all confused. So let's talk about this bike and let's get into it. I'm gonna try to talk about the story first. I'm gonna try to make this quick because I only have 47 minutes of record time. I really need a bigger SD card. Let's talk about the storyline of this bike. I originally built this bike because when I started building my e-Bikeling 1200W project, got videos on that, I originally wanted to go for the scrambler bike style. So I was originally looking at unicycles, the electric unicycles, and then after a while I'm just like, you know what, I don't know if I want one of those. Those seem extremely dangerous. Obviously you can learn to use them, but goddamn, if something goes wrong, it's gonna go very wrong. So I kind of got scared and I started looking at e-bikes. I came across the juiced Scorpion. I started not like that because you see how this being an older moped, I feel like the juiced Scorpion had the old school 90s, or not 90s, 70s moped look. I feel like they took the middle of the frame, chopped it, and then just made it shorter, making it look stubby, and then you had the fat tires, just making it look kind of goofy, like a cartoon bike or something. It just didn't look proper. So I'm like, nah, I'm not too sure about that one. Then I was looking at the Aerial Rider X. I really loved the Aerial Rider, but the back order, I was looking at these in October, mind you. The back order on the Aerial Riders were ridiculous. They wouldn't ship until December. And they were never on stock to, like, you know, just ship a normal time. They were always on back order. So no matter like what, I mean, like, you know, I'm just wait it out or whatever. Or, you know, I'll wait until it comes back on stock. It was never just normally gonna come back in stock. So then I'm like, okay, that's not gonna work. So I went back to the juiced Scorpion, but I just wasn't feeling the juiced Scorpion the more and more I looked at it. And then I started finding these Onyxes, the Onyx RCR, the Huck, all these other bikes, and I love the way they look. I love the power that they had, but 4Gs, I didn't have 4Gs. I still don't. So those didn't work out. Or trying to get those just didn't work out. And then I'm, you know what? Because I really mainly wanted speed. I was trying to get some more speed. So I decided, yeah, I'm just make my own bike. I built it. It looked nice, but I went for the Beach Cruiser, and with the Beach Cruiser, I tried to go for the, what do they call it, board tracker look. And it just, not only did it not work with that because it was fat tire, it was too big, it just still wasn't the style I wanted. And I'm like, dang man, I just can't get over this. And next, you know, I don't remember how I came across, but I'm gonna just assume it's because I was looking at Mandy bikes. I came across a guy who would take old 70s, 80s, maybe even 90s mopeds and turn them electric. I was originally gonna do this with the Putch. I started thinking, you know what, maybe I should try this, but can I do it? I don't even have the tools. I'm like, my dad got a welder, he has two, a big one and a small one. I'm sure he'll let me use the small one. And he did, he actually gave it to me. And then I'm like, with the other tools, maybe I could use it. Maybe I could borrow some of my dad's tools. So I said, fuck it. I was gonna go for the, I think it's a Putch. I'll show the picture because I can't remember what Putch it is, but I think it was a Putch. Once again, it is not a Putch. I think I'm thinking of the bike that my seat is supposed to go to. It was a Tomos Targa LX frame. I think like a 1994, like the one you see in this clip right here. A Putch something frame. I was gonna go with that, but then I'm like, you know what? I want more of the tubular frame, like this one. Saw a whole bunch of nice tubular frames, but not any actually on sale on eBay that would ship to my location. They're all pickup and they're all in a whole different state. And then finally, I came across the Honda PA50, and I think either before or after, whichever time it was, the guy who was taking these mopeds and turning them to electric, he also used this frame. And I was going to try to basically copy off his design. And after a while, looking at the Onyx RCR, because I like the look of that the most out of it compared to the Huck Stinger and the Monday motorbike, the Onyx to me just looked the best. The gas tank design is very nice, very clean looking. I understand it's kind of replicating the old school original design, but I like how Onyx was a little different by making a whole entire base. So when I started finally building this, I got the frame. I copied off I did the swing arm the same way the guy did on with his swing arm, except his swing arm was shorter, and I didn't like how close his back wheel was to the frame. So I extended mine out. Instead of doing the gas tank design, I went kind of copied mine off of the Onyx, except it's a little different, as you can tell, where the Onyx screws on here on these sides, mine screws on in the actual, that there. For some reason I can't get the word I'm looking for out. So that's a little different there. And then, you know, I just kind of everything else I just went for whatever I wanted to go for. But the main thing, as I started building the project up, I tried to sell my e-bike link to get the kit and the battery. Didn't work. Forgot COVID times. Not everybody has that much money like that, or has it money like that anymore. And at that time, COVID was still going crazy. The lockdown was still going crazy. Lockdown now is still kind of going crazy in Vegas. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't been keeping up with the shit, but yeah. Then next thing you know, my birthday comes by, and I asked my mom, hey, if I was to get this motor, and I got it. And next thing you know, my parents trying to be on their hustle, getting some money. My dad got himself something fun before they stopped buying so much stuff. And my dad was like, you know what? I see you going ham on this project, because by this time I think I had the swing arm welded, I had the springs, I had the front fork, I had the frame. I think I might have even had the battery compartment welded to the frame. I had the seat. I had a lot of shit for it. So my dad was like, you know what? I'll help you get the battery, because I really want to see where you're gonna go with this project. And right now it's looking pretty complete. He started becoming interested the more and more I built it up. So he helped me out on that, and that was basically my second birthday gift. And now here we are. Painted it up, got some lights and shit, and now it's done. So now that story's out the way, let's talk about it. Actually, you know what? One thing I will want to say, which is hilarious, I actually fucked up the first battery. Because with the Sabvoton controller that came with this kit, you have to plug the battery up from whatever the cable the battery is to two terminals from the controller. I accidentally sparked the shit twice. The second time the spark was huge and I killed the battery. I was so pissed. I thought the fucking project was done. I thought I just killed the project and threw $700 plus down the damn drain. I was so pissed. So my mom cheated the system, because the people who we got the battery from, because I got all this stuff on Amazon, they cut my time short. It's supposed to be a month. They only gave me like 2 or 3 weeks. So my mom bought another battery and sent the fucked up one back. She basically got her money back, and I got my battery back. My dad was like, okay, don't fuck this one up. We ain't got another $700. But anyways, because we only have so much time, let's now, shit, what should I do? Let's get that specs out the way. And then we'll talk about some of it. I mean, because it's obvious you can see what I've welded and haven't welded on this bike. But we'll talk about some things, because it's obvious there's going to be pros and cons. Let's talk about the specs first. And right now, starting off with the motor, of course. This is a 72 volt, 3000 watts. Max speed, I've gotten this up to, I might have been 52, but I'll just say 51 right now, because I know I've hit 51. But I could have swore I was doing 51 and it peaked up to 52, but I had to stop either at the stop sign or traffic light. But I will say 50 plus, how about that? So it's a little faster than Onyx. I saw one guy out there, he couldn't get his Onyx to hit 50. But, so that's that, 3000 watts. This is sitting on a 72 volt unit pack power bought off of Amazon, 72 volt, 25 amp hour battery, 60 amp continuous BMS, and a peak of 180. So that's pretty nice. Make sure there's no bugs and scorpions up in these fucking dust I'm sitting on, since summer is right around the corner, if it's not already here. So I mean, shit, is that really all in the specs? I think that's really only the specs. Shit, let's talk about some cons. So one thing, like, okay, with the front, as you can see, I have this front brake here, but these fit. But the actual, if you can see what I'm pointing at, this part here, it was either this part here or the other side, wasn't the right angle, so I I think I could put the top one in, but not the bottom. So I made this simple bracket, but the problem is, as you can see, look at this shit. If you can see it, this is not touching. Somehow this is, and I don't know how to fucking fix it. So it's constantly scraping and it's noisy. It's a little annoying. I wish it wasn't there, but it doesn't bother me like that. I don't think it's truly damaging anything. I still brake fine. It's just really noisy. And I keep forgetting to tighten these screws back up because I should probably put some Loctite on them. If these get loose, these sleeves start to rattle as I hit the brakes, and it makes it even louder. It's annoying. As you can tell here, and finally this time, with the second take, I didn't forget the key. Right? Oh, it's in the other pocket. I was about to say, I know I got this goddamn key. I had to drive back. Because once again, I think I am indeed might be on someone's property, so if they did see me for the second or third time, they probably don't give a shit, hopefully. But as you can tell, this is a door. Had add the flash on here since this is Project Flash. But this right here, I decided to make it like a little hood because I didn't know how to make it like the Onyx where you can just slide it on and completely separately take it off. So I decided to do this go this way, and I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker's sliding in the rocks. Good, right? Now we're still good. It's just because the wheels started moving. That scared me. Actually, that's another thing to talk about, the kickstand. I'm a little scared. Hold on, let's move this real quick. This bike already fell off camera. I don't need it to fall again. The kickstand I actually fixed. I know we're going a little off topic. We're supposed to go about the inside, but the kickstand I actually fixed. So this kickstand was meant to be for another moped. Obviously, this swing arm I welded myself. You can indeed watch the video of me putting this whole thing together. I'll put that in the link in the description if anyone wants to check it out, as long as I remember to do so. But this kickstand, I forgot which moped it's for, but this kickstand is meant to be on the right side. Usually your bike has the kickstand on the left. So I wanted mine on the left. And I failed to realize, because me putting this on the left will make this kickstand go this way. So I'm like, it's weird, but it didn't bother me. But the problem is, you see how I have it leaning? It was leaning just like this, but flipped. So this was on this side, and as you can tell, that's gonna make it constantly want to fall down. It wouldn't fall down as long as I have this wheel turn if I'm not on any hills or anything like that. Besides that, this thing always wanted to fall, and one day it did. So that fucking scared the shit out of me. Surprisingly, the only damage this thing really got was these scratches, and the one that bothers me the most, which I don't know what could have did this, or how it could have failed to do this. This used to be perfectly angled. That's one thing I love about this. I built this bike. Obviously, I know I built it, but it feels so sturdy. It feels so fucking strong. It's nice. It feels like Onyx or Huck built it. Like I bought an Onyx and a Huck, and it just feels so professionally made. No crazy rattles. I feel like I'm about to die on this thing. I thought it would feel a little janky, and it doesn't. But after the fall, my rear wheel's now unequal, and it fell on this side. It fell this way, but somehow the wheel bent this way. So I'm so confused to what could have done that. I thought it was this, but this, I neatened it up. I bent it back because it was a little bent. Still not the issue. I can't tell if the spring's bent. I just don't know what it is, and that just really bothers me because it's like, god damn, it used to be so neat. Now it looks janky. Looks fucked up. Doesn't even look janky, just looks fucked up. So I did fix the kickstand, but now my wheel's a little crooked. It doesn't affect my driving. My driving is still very fine. Doesn't feel like it's about to fall off, but it's just ugly. So usually they would have the battery on the top, the controller at the bottom. I did the battery at the bottom because if you watch the build, the battery is big as hell. I ended up doing it this way because this is actually a rack from a computer. This is a fan rack to a Cooler Master desktop computer. My dad didn't use the case anymore. My mom wasn't using the case, so I just took the rack. My dad said he didn't care to have it. He can probably just buy another one because he's not using the case. So I used it and put it on the controller, and it made it much easier instead of me having to weld a strong enough floor to hold the battery. You can kind of see the battery, the blue right there to there. And then, as you can tell, it goes from here to like down there, right on the floor. So it's a big ass battery. I was supposed to make a charging cable hole. I forgot to do so. So what I did here with all these cables, I just pulled the plug out and just stuck it in here so it never falls back down. So I could just open this top and I charge it that way. Obviously, as you can tell, we got door hinges here. So that's cool. One thing I was worrying about, and I think that's what made me forget to do the hole for the charging port. I kept wondering, just in case if I'm ever driving and I run over a water puddle, will that water get into the charging port? So I kept thinking about that, and I started second guessing when to do it. I told myself I was going to do it anyways, but I guess because I kept thinking about that, I ended up forgetting to do so. And I can't remember what I was doing, but other things that I was doing for this project or fixing up, I just forgot. And next thing you know, the base was too made. There wasn't going to be any space for me to be able to drill a hole in with my drill press, because using my regular drill is irritating. And then I actually messed up on this. This was supposed to be straight, it ended up being slanted, but it being slanted make it perfectly fine, because when you put this in, the more you close it, the tighter it gets, which keeps the top from rattling and it keeps everything secure. So that was actually a good mess up. And this is our alarm system. Let's talk about that. And I think after we talk about that, we can finally start driving, because I only have so much, once again, I only have so much recording time, since I need a fucking bigger SD card and I haven't got one. I really need to invest in one. So this kit comes with an alarm system, and it's fucking amazing. Oh wait a minute, before we get to that, I got my wires here. This is me trying to make them waterproof, and it's not a good idea. I wasn't gonna put fenders on here. I didn't care to, but I knew I had to because of those cables. I tried to cover them up with electrical tape to keep them waterproof, and it looks terrible, as you can tell from that front one. The front one's worse. So I really put the fenders on to protect water, or keep water from hitting the cables. And I think I haven't really hit a puddle like that. I've only hit a tiny puddle. I think it does a decent job. But I cut them up. I was gonna buy 2 fenders. I only needed 1. I took a rear fender and turned it into also made a front fender out of it. It's very tiny, but it looks good. I also fucked my light up. I was trying to plug it up. The turning signal light parts. Actually, let's show you guys these lights. Very nice looking lights. This is daylight running. You know, just on, or low beam, I guess. High beam. Very bright lights, very bright. And then you got your turning signals. Kind of dim, but I'm sure people can still see them very well. And let's show you the tail light. Tail light's even better. I feel like the tail light blinkers are more important for people who are behind you, depending on where you are. But yeah, so that's why I did the fenders. But and let's get back to this. So here's our alarm system, and it's loud too. So when we lock it, if anyone tries to, oh shit, I think I hit something else. If anyone tries to, I don't know if it still does it, but I could have swore one time, however I locked this, when I was adjusting my screws, trying to fix this bent wheel problem, when I turned the screwdriver on louder on my drill, it's like the noise from the drill, it turned the alarm on. So I'm like, what the hell? And then when I was like touching it or whatever it was, trying to roll it or whatever, and the alarm went off again. So I don't know if that was a glitch in the alarm or it does that, and that's sick as fuck if it actually does that. I hope that's not a glitch. And if someone tries to touch your power button, alarm goes off. Now I hate that this alarm sounds different from this, because as you can tell, this is louder than this. This is also more ear piercing, and I like that. So now we're gonna unlock it so we can turn it on. It's beautiful. So now if I ever decide I want to go to Smith's, Corner Store, Walmart, wherever the hell, I can turn the alarm on, because this bike is gotta be 140 plus pounds. So you're not just picking this up and putting this in the back of your truck or something. I mean, if you have a truck or you have a vehicle, you probably won't even be taking this anyways. So if anybody who is on foot try to drive off with this, you're not turning it on. You put that alarm on, it'll probably scare them, like, oh shit, this has an alarm, let's get the hell out of here. So speaking of getting the hell out of here, let's get the hell out of here, because we're 18 minutes in and we've only been talking. So now our drive time is very short. Once again, I have this adjusted as much as I possibly can for driving, so if you guys' view isn't the greatest, I just don't know what else to do. I have no other way to mount this. But we're gonna go the same route. The only thing is, usually I will get off here and I will go left. We're not going to go down there because I'll go down the trail. Instead, we're gonna take our usual route up here, and I'm gonna go to my local Home Depot. Show you guys how fast this thing is in traffic. So let's hurry up and get to it. And I hope I've done everything. Oh, that's right. See, I almost forgot. This keeps sliding up. I wish I just welded holes. I did this to make it easier. And no matter how tight to do this keeps sliding up. Right now, I think it still has enough contact to hit the back brake. I mean, honestly, the back brake isn't needed. The front brake does perfectly fine. It stops this thing good. But I like the back brakes for extra. And I try to do electric braking, but the brake kit that came with this kit is mechanical. I wanted hydraulic brakes. And NB Powered's hydraulic brakes, they sell some for 140, so it's a little extra. And then it comes from China again, so it'll take stupid long because this battery and motor already took long to get here. But finally, let's get to the most important thing and let's start driving. All right, well, we only have 28 minutes left to drive. So once again, I have this adjusted as much as possible, so I hope you guys' view is nice and good. There really is no wind today, but just in case, I don't know if I'm gonna have something else to say. I think I talked about everything I can talk about for this bike, everything that's important. But the last time when I re-reviewed those clips and I was hoping you guys can hear me talking while driving, you couldn't hear shit. This bike gets so fast. The wind that's pushing in this microphone is just a lot, and you just can't hear me. But it doesn't seem like there's really any wind today. Oh shit, I forgot to put my mask down. I want my eyes watering while driving. But once again, I shouldn't have anything else to say, so now I'm just gonna show you guys the speed on certain roads. And you guys can see the speed here, just in case you can't see my display. And we'll see the mileage we'll get. We were on a full 85 charge. It went down to 84 because I had to drive down here. But it should still be enough. You guys can hear how noisy the brakes are. That is so far from when I can remember the one downside. These noisy ass brakes. Why aren't they going? I have a green light. This guy doesn't see, that's why. Make sure my joints adjusted. But yeah, those brakes are loud. It scrapes loud. And when I stop, it's louder. Once again, I wish I could fix that, but I tried and I just can't fix the shit. But I keep adjusting my camera because I'm hoping this is I'm hoping you guys can see. Maybe I need to also attempt to sit up more. The problem is, like my other bike, you can see because I don't have to lean forward. With this, I have to lean, so it aims the camera down since it's on my stomach. I just passed by, and I'm pretty sure he's behind me or going to be next to me. And I don't think this thing is really considered an electric bike. I'm pretty sure this is considered an electric motorcycle. But I don't know where the cop went. I don't know if he went straight or not. But hey, could have been turning those sirens on, so I don't know. It's just a little scary. I don't even have my fucking, I I don't even have my ID or nothing on me. I forgot to get it. Once again, he could have been trying the siren zone and pulled me over, so I think I'm gonna be good. But this is where we're gonna do our U-turn. We're gonna go up. We're gonna continue going straight. I'm gonna go up the other road, the next road to my route. I always do this road. I basically just do a circle, or if you can call this a circle. Then I'm gonna head to my local Home Depot so I can show y'all this thing's full speed and how well I can officially keep up with traffic. Better than my nan robot. Yeah, the cop ain't here. I wonder, is he sitting right there waiting to catch people speeding? Everybody's speeding past me. I could show you the speed right now, but I don't want to run this motor too hard constantly, because the last time I did that, the bike cut off on me because and then I ended up finding out that the motor was at 130C. So I'll show y'all the speed later. Take this U-turn. We're gonna go right back up. Instead of going back up that road that I just got done with before this one, we're gonna turn left. I'm gonna find my way to my local Home Depot. And I'm gonna show y'all some speed. We're still at 80 volts. This thing charges when I have this fully charged. This goes up to 85.7. We're still at 80.7 volts right now. So we still got a lot of juice. I think by the time we get to the faster roads, we'll be in the 70 volts. But that's still plenty, more than plenty enough juice to still possibly hit 50 miles an hour. So, stay tuned. So annoying. The rumbling though, I might get to fix it if I tighten the screws up. Keep the sleeves from moving. Or rattling. So like with the same thing I'm doing now, as you guys can tell from the editing or the video itself, not editing, I'm cutting the camera off. I'm trying to save as much time as possible because on take 2, I forgot to fully charge my GoPro. This take, I fully charged it, but once again, I need a bigger SD card, so I'm gonna be doing this quite a bit. Definitely when I get to Home Depot, there's a traffic light at Home Depot that takes years to fucking change. So I'm trying to save as much minutes and seconds as possible. Lights that take forever to change. A lot of times I'll find myself stuck at this light because those two will change, but the fucking turning light will not change. It mainly does that when I'm the only one in the turning lane. If there's someone else in the turning lane with me, it'll change like now. If it was just me, this shit probably would have took forever to change. Oh, we need to turn it up a notch. Thinking about it though, I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna be able to get as much. Like I'm gonna be able to get to speed, but I don't know how many times I'm gonna be able to get to speed. Because if I got traffic on these roads, or at least this road that I'm about to go up and down, can be pretty packed. So I might not all the time be able to get that high speed. I might still only be doing like 30 to 40 on some of these parts. Definitely the lane that I like to stay in, since I'm going to be turning right after, I'm going to be turning right into Home Depot. That lane, the furthest right lane is always backed up. So, yeah. But see, this light takes pretty long too, so let's cut this off. Right when I went to cut the camera off, the light changed. Shit out of me right now. Or did I hit my brakes too hard? I forgot to turn my low beams on. So glad the guy to my right that was waiting to turn, I'm glad he slowed down. Alright, here we go. Well, I see now, me being behind the car, I'm not really going to be accelerating hard, so Alright, look at that. We're still at 78 volts. One thing I did forget to mention, I guess with this, I'm going to be also testing mileage. I'm not going to be get it all captured, but get a majority of it. So we got niggas fighting as usual. Sound like multiple niggas is fighting, but hey. Alright, so I just went to check my time. I got 9 minutes left. So, let's speed our way back home. You guys gonna see the fucking light that I'm talking about that takes sweet ass time to change. Need to put my mask back on. It's funny, I've never done a night drive. Out of all the bike driving videos I've done with my man robot, my project, I've never driven in the night. This would be the darkest I've ever driven. But this light right here, I'm gonna have to pause on this light. But before I pause, once again, I'm gonna try to show y'all on one of these traffic lights. I'm gonna try to show y'all what the hell am I trying to say? I'm gonna try to show y'all some acceleration. Maybe I can do it on this turn, but I want to show y'all some straight line right off the traffic light acceleration. But it'll be difficult to do if I'm behind someone, because they're not gonna accelerate as hard as obviously I am. I want to show y'all this thing's power. We can still easily get some acceleration. Seeing that we're sitting at 78.4, we're just barely off of 80 volts. So this thing can still hit 50. Display right here, if it's correct, which I think it is, says we've already hit 50. So I'm gonna try to show y'all some acceleration. If I can't, then I'm gonna just only be able to show y'all some speed. But y'all saw how I got off the first turn and I caught up with the red pickup truck in the other car. Y'all saw how I caught up with that? I didn't even hit the acceleration. I still kind of slowly went with it, and I hit it a little harder as I started gaining more speed. But I didn't just slam the thumb throttle down. But like I said, this traffic light is gonna take forever, so be right back. All right, now I'm gonna head back to the spot I started off, and I'm gonna end it there. Good, don't they? I need to be braking earlier though, so I don't have to keep doing that. I don't want to wear out my pads so fast. But see, like right now I'm behind a good amount of vehicles, so like right now I'm not going to show y'all no straight line acceleration. I might just have to show y'all on one of those empty roads when I get back to the spot. I'll probably just show y'all some acceleration there. I just want to show you how much faster I can go than cars. That's what I'm trying to do, but I can't if I'm stuck behind other vehicles. I don't want to be dipping and diving in traffic. I ain't professional at this shit. I'd rather not crash. Yeah, I get really fucked up. But like right now, this lane is real slow. Shit, if this was California, I'd just do some, what do they call that shit, where they got the motorcycles getting in between on the traffic? I forget, lane splitting. I'd do some lane splitting, but this ain't California, so I can't do that. I don't want to do no illegal moves. I keep thinking about it, but it ain't a great idea. I'm not sure how much recording time I have left. Oh shit. I forgot to turn my light back up. Oh shit. Thought I was about to lose grip. Alright, y'all. And that's it. I'm gonna check something real quick. Alright, we got 2 minutes. That's more than enough to do my outro. Woo! So, hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed this whole thing, because I most definitely did. If you guys did enjoy this, make sure you go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I don't know how many times I'm going to be able to do some more projects. I don't know how fast, because I already got more e-bike ideas or more frames I want to do some stuff with, but that might be quite a bit of time from now. But anyways, it's been your boy Menace. What the hell? Anyways, it's been your boy Molly. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Man, when that cop pulled up, I got a little scared, because once again, I don't think this is considered an e-bike anymore. I think this is an e-motorcycle. As you can tell, this has a license plate bracket on it with a license plate light with no license plate. So got a little scared, but hey, I didn't hear no sirens. Cause I do have my ID on me. Well, still, it's not gonna go for it. It's not gonna go good. But yeah, it's been Molly. If you enjoyed this, make sure you go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other videos. Check out the building video, the video of me building this. And stay tuned for more, and I'm out. Peace.